again. So God, World War III has happened. For them, it's happened. We at the end. So, well, like I was saying about these mulattoes, okay? Y'all saying, no, stop saying that. Let me tell you something. They fighting right now. The mulattoes are fighting. The wheat is fighting against the tare. Christ said when he come back, he gonna round them up, put them in the fire. But that don't mean we ain't gonna know who they are. Because I'm gonna tell you why. Some of the tare are gonna identify themselves, just like what's happening right here. This is the tare. These three, what they call them, Spanish, Mexicans, or whatever, Latinos, they have identified themselves with white supremacy, right? They were exposed. They didn't mean to come out and tell it. God exposed them. Am I right? God exposed these clowns, man. And you know, they didn't mean to come out and tell who they was. They were hiding, like a whole lot of you mulattoes are hiding. But God gonna expose you. And I'm gonna tell you what. Not only that, you got some other mulattoes in the crowd who are the wheat. They're gonna stand against you, Tares. Because God did it. God did this. And when you listen to this town hall meeting, you got just as many mulatto Israelites going up against these so-called white mulattoes, you know, the dignitaries. You see what I mean? Wait till you see this town hall meeting, man. It is crazy. You can go on there and watch it yourself, but I want to talk through it. So, but God got these mulattoes, man, going against each other. It's good against evil. That's what it is. The good is fighting the evil, man. And that's the only way we're going to make it, man. We got to stand up against these. Who will stand up against the evildoers? With God. That's what it's all about right now. It's coming down to that, man. You know, we wondered how it was going to unfold Jacob's trouble and all of this end time chaos. We're seeing it right now. It's unfolding on every plane. Okay? All right. Let's look at some more of this. Yeah.
Cannot capture. And I take a lot of hits. And hell, I know I practically invite a bunch of them. But my son, man, that makes my soul bleed. And it makes my temper burn. And I know I'm not alone.
Okay. This is the man, the homosexual who has adopted this boy, and they call the boy a monkey. Ain't the boy in enough trouble? Ain't in bad enough shape that these two monsters got him kissing on him and stuff? Ain't the little boy in bad enough shape? But he could be an Edomite, the little boy. We don't know. He's probably an Edomite. But that's who this dude is now. I know who he is. This is the cat they call the monkey, his son, his little son, they call the monkey.
Because Los Angeles has spoken, and it feels the same way. When the LA Times called me on Saturday, I was out of town. I was away from my family. And the reporter summarized some of what was on the tapes. And my first instinct as a father was to implore them,
you hear that?
Don't run the story, or at least be vague.
Did you hear this crap?
They made racist remarks about my son, but I didn't want to see the specifics in print. I didn't want him to have to hear them or read them someday. I also knew that the tapes contained much more. Learned even more in the past couple of days, much more than the comments about my son. And as the white father of a black child, you stumble and you fuck up, and you try to do your best to be a parent and an ally. And I get it wrong a lot. I get it right sometimes. I knew that I did not want this story about virulent anti-black racism to be centered on an angry white dad. And
it ain't on you.
I was afraid this was going to be a California.
You ain't got nothing to do with it. You see,
it's been an international.
Wait a minute. You see, they always hijacking. Something about our movement. Whatever we stand for, they find a way to get in and hijack it. He's white supremacist, man. This dude is white supremacist. Why is he talking, man? Why is this cat even talking? Putting himself, I don't want a white guy to get up in on your, get in, putting himself up front. Yes, you do.
News. These words, they cut and they stung. I know that.
Man, I'm gonna get off of him. I don't have no sympathy for him. Okay.
Looking back, it's crazy how long it took me to leave my contacts and glasses behind. Accepted the daily hassles of poor vision, assuming there were no other
Okay. Let's see where we at.
In a 1 minute for general public comment, Candido.
So can we let Mr. Candido in? It's his turn to speak.
Is these a bunch of gays and homos? Oh, man.
Candido, it's yours.
Thank you, Mr. President. You did call upon me. My name is Candido Maris, and I've been here since 1989, and I've seen corruption here for all those years. And for many years, folks know that I've been fighting Ms. Martinez, and I condemn her for her words, because she has laid a nuclear bomb here that we will not allow to divide us. We must come together as people of this great city, and we must join hands, and we must forgive also. Please, those of you in this community, you have to forgive.
See, it's always going to be, they always going to stick their little baboons in there talking about forgive. Forgive them when they do what's wrong and just go on and let them stay in power. No, ain't no forgiving. We want the First Amendment. We don't want to be a part of your United States system no more. And we don't have to be ashamed to say we have to cut ties with your government. That's a part of the Constitution. That's a part of our human rights. You are supposed to be a government by consent. That means we put you in office and we can choose not to have you run our business affairs anymore. And that's what we're doing as a people in the First Amendment. I'm just talking now. I'm just talking so y'all know what this is all about. This is leading to that, because what we're going to have to convince them through this political system and God beating their butt on every hand to let them know they fighting God, man. So we got to stand up for our rights in these town hall meetings. Every time one of them do something, drag them in here and lock them up.
You have to forgive. We could be in the same situation with Martinez, but please just try to forgive. But this has been happening for many, many years, and I hold this council responsible.
See, that's a double message. That's a double message. You supposed to been the one holding them responsible and fighting them for years. And as soon as you catch them and get them in with something, you say, God, and forgive them and let them go. That's a man right there is an author of confusion. You know that's a white supremacy of the devil. It's easy to pick this stuff out. Just watch what they say, man. Their body language, their position they take show that they're lying and they are of the devil, okay? They are part of that strong delusion. You can pick them all out. They're not saying what the Bible is saying. The Bible is saying disconnect from these people. Y'all saying let's stay with them and vote for them one more time. No.
And I thank you for giving us the time.
Thank you, Candido.
He wasn't talking about
Thank
nothing.
you.
Wasn't talking about nothing.
Speakers today speak on general public comment, and we'll hear every last one of you, so feel free to just focus in on what you're feeling today. Next, we have Herman on the queue. Herman?
Low. How's everybody feeling today? On justice? ¿Queremos justicia? Okay, a esto viene. The comments of now former City Council President Newering Martinez and Council Member Kevin De Leon, and with the complicity of Gil Cedillo and the former Federation President Ron Herrera, who were in the room laughing at these comments, are racist, disgusting, and undermine the solidarity work that we've all been building here in Los Angeles. These four individuals have possibly damaged the decades of intentional and difficult work of building multiracial understanding and solidarity among Black and Latinx communities. Martinez and her colleagues proved that they care more about consolidating their own political power than being of service to our great city. The offensive anti-Black, anti-Indigenous, anti-child, anti-queer, anti-tenant comments are revolting.
Thank you. Our next.
Okay, so now we see what happened. They made a bunch of anti-gay comments. That's why it's so full. Probably most of these people down here are gay. You know, they'll turn out on one of our meetings, but this is really their meeting, okay? We'll let them do the groundwork. They got to do some groundwork too. We're going to fall in on their meeting.
Next, we have Herman, followed by Red Chief, followed by Mike Greenspan. Thank you. We're going to get through every speaker today. Herman is next, followed by Red Chief and Mike Greenspan. Herman, you have the microphone.
Okay, Mr. Herman.
Now, what you got to realize, what we must realize is that these are a diverse group of people. Everybody got their own complaint, right? This is a diverse group of people. So I was not all gay, not all Black, not all mulattoes. Now we see this man here. He's got his own gripe with racism. Let's look.
Herman, it's your turn. Write your next card in.
So the mass returns to Los Angeles to speak on item 19, 20, 23 and 24, and finally 26. My grand entrance, I want to thank you all for having us here. As el grito de Hispanic culture. Now, Mr. Falbo, can we read into the record my items, please?
Mr. Herman, which items did you sign up for? You've already used 30 seconds up.
I'm regarding all items, 3 minutes, and my non-general public comments, sir.
You've used one meeting. We'll set the clock for 33 minutes for the other items. Please stick to the items, Mr. Herman.
There are a lot of people that want to speak. Best.
But people that want to speak, so please.
Right, I will try my fucking best.
Look, they know it's clowns, man.
Public hearings have not been heard. Item 19. Kevin De Leon's a piece of shit. Fuck item 19. Item number 20, relative to offer of a reward for information leading to the identification, apprehension, conviction. Snitches get stitches. Shut your ass up and let me finish, fool. Let me finish. God damn it. I got 3 motherfucking minutes. Motherfucker, want to get into the rough.
Yeah, that's
stop the clock.
You're done. Herman, you're done.
These meetings are jokes, man.
Yeah. Okay. So
Mr. Herman, you weren't on the items. You've used up your minutes, so we're going to move.
All right. Our next speaker is Red Chief.
Okay.
President.
We have to go in the order of people who came here to fill out speaker cards, so we can hear from folks.
Oh, you got
Red Chief is next.
Thank you. I just want to say, fuck you, Mitch, and I'll pass it to Isaac.
Red Chief, you have the microphone.
Mr. Hunt, it's your turn. So please.
Yes, thank you. I'm the Red Chief on. Most of this shit is bullshit.
See,
Number
Red
one,
Chief is,
Mike Bonnet's been calling us monkeys for years. All that don't make no sense. You know what? All of you guys need to
wait a minute. I told y'all. Now this man, he's I don't know who he is, Red Chief or something, but he hit it right on the nose, man. He hit it right on the nose. He hit it right on the nose. All of this shit that they doing, and pretending like they playing good cop, bad cop with us, man, just to prolong us until they get in place whatever they got planned in these last days to take us to the end of our journey with them. They plan to kill us, man. Unless we unite back together, man, I'm telling you, unless we unite back together like they doing right now and stand up and take these people right here and tell them, hey, y'all don't govern for us anymore. And if you keep sending your police after us, we're going to have to form our own government and mark our territories. All we want is 13% of this land and the resources and the wealth. 13% of us, 13% of all the wealth and everything here in this land. And we'll leave you alone. Like Ice Cube said, y'all won't hear from us. Y'all be coming around us. Cause have we ever went to y'all concerts and went to see y'all do anything? Hell no. Never.
take a look at yourself and figure it out. Because you guys are all fucked up. See? And you guys all cause trouble, man. And this is what? One big problem, man. A whole bunch of bullshit on national TV in LA. About what? Nothing. Because everybody has done some name calling. Everybody has done name calling in their life. I don't agree with it.
Now, who put him in there? Who set this coon in there? I was with him at first. This coon snuck up in here, man, under the mic, cussing and stuff, and come to find out he's a natural-born coon for white supremacy. Let's listen to him for entertainment, man.
Hey, yeah, I don't agree with it, but the one that's pointing the finger has done the most name calling. Pull us off Venice Beach. All the black people. He put us all off Venice Beach for some real estate. Fuck you, Mike Bonnet.
Oh, wait a minute. He snuck in some nigga stuff. Okay.
All right. Our next speaker, we're going to give Isaac Bryan, State Assembly Member, the privilege of speaking now. So Isaac Bryan, Assembly Member, will step to the microphone, and then we're gonna go in the order of the names that people on the list. So ma'am, afterward, we're gonna hear from us.
Let me tell you something. They think they putting these people in the hot seat. No, they're just giving them a chance to vent. They're just giving these people a chance to vent, man. It's a red herring. They don't want them to do what they should do. You don't have to complain about these people. This is their government. They can say what they want to say about us. When they need us for something, then they're going to regret. See, that's the way it's supposed to work. When when they need us for something, they'll have to come and kiss our foot because they'll need us, right? So we don't have to care what they say about us. Let them do whatever they do, man, because they know their kingdom is falling. They know their kingdom is falling. This is a red herring, man. They just pacifying you people and making you look the other way because they're getting ready to hit us with something. I'm telling you now.
Assembly Member. Ma'am, you will have a chance to speak. Everyone's going to. Assembly Member Bryan will now have the floor.
Why doesn't every...
Let's listen to Brian. I'm not going to listen to the whole thing because I just about said, but I
see the clock ticking. Am I supposed to go?
Yes, please. We'll reset it for a minute. Please go ahead.
Thank you.
The reason this is a hard meeting to conduct is because we heard an hour of some of the most hateful things the city has ever heard from 3-4 people in some of the most powerful positions in Los Angeles. People are hurting. And I am a black adopted child, Mike, so I feel for your son. And in this moment, I'm so glad he gets to see you fighting, and I'm here to fight with him. And I'm also glad that you didn't make this story about you or him. Brown political power can't be rooted in black erasure, in anti-indigenous speech, and homophobic speech. We deserve better. The people have called for these resignations. Elected officials have called for these resignations. We need these resignations before we can move forward. But trust me, there will be a healing, because everybody in this room and everybody in this city wants that healing. But we can't have it without accountability, and I'm hopeful today we get that accountability. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're going to hear next from Jasmine Garcia. Jasmine Garcia. Jasmine Garcia.
Let's see, these are all intelligent people, and all of them are our leaders who cause us to error. We hope for people who won't and cannot help us.
Yasmin here, please come up. And while Yasmin's coming up, Ms. Garcia, I would just note, Mr. President, that there have been requests to continue items 1 through 10.
Okay, we hope for people that can't help us. All these intelligent people came up here. None of them said we need to keep the First Amendment and assemble and disconnect these people from government. If we did that, man, you'll see things changing overnight. And they're gathered here together, and none of them know about the Peace and Friendship Treaty. None of them know about the rights of the indigenous people. Why aren't they gathering in that? Because they got jobs. And they all want to keep their jobs with their white slave driver.
Until the 18th of October, and items 14 through 16 to the 28th of October.
Good afternoon. My name's Jasmine Garcia, and I'm outraged, right, like everybody sitting here, but I'm going to take some time to pass on the mic to my compañera, another member of ACE, so that she can take my time and speak. But we call on the resignation of Kevin De Leon and Gail Cedillo and Nuri Martinez, but we need that resignation now.
Okay, so we can't see time, but I assume Ms. Garcia signed up yourself, right? Right? So we need to go in the order in which the cards come in.
Okay. Jasmine, did she sign up as well? Is she on the list? Sign up? And su nombre, por favor. Su nombre.
Ok. Mi nombre es Fuyapa Maldonado. Que Nuri Martínez renuncie. Kevin De León renuncie. Gil Cedillo. Yo tengo un niño de color que es mi nieto. Estoy dolida. Y necesito que esa persona.
Un momento, traducción. Un momento, traducción, por favor.
Now listen. Now these are the dark skinned Latinos. They speaking out too. Okay, if you might not see her, but you look at her arms and stuff right there, and her hair look a little frizzy. We'll get close up. I know we'll see her again, but these are the dark skinned Latinos who you guys say don't exist anymore. Now they're standing up. Why? Because they're tired of these pale-faced Latinos pushing them to the bottom of the barrel.
My name is Fuyapa Maldonado, and I'm here because I'm asking for the resignation of Nuri Martinez, Kevin De Leon, and Gil Cedillo. I have a colored grandchild, and I'm here outraged and in a lot of pain.
See that?
Yo vengo de descendencia indígena y estamos siendo pisoteados por personas que nosotros elegimos.
The wheat and the
que
chair.
renuncian los cuatro,
This is
porque los cuatro tienen responsabilidades. Necesitamos, fueron elegidos por el pueblo y el pueblo está en disposición que se vayan.
They tired, man. The wheat and the tear. This is the wheat and the tear having it out. They tired, man. They tired of their ancestors. They tired of their relatives pushing them down, man. Pretending like they Christians, right? They tired of this, and now they know the message. They know who they are. They know that they are Israelites. These people, these Latinos and Mexicans, they now know that they are Israelites, right? Right? They know who they are. We know they know who they are. That's why they got the boldness to stand up here and speak, man. Right? Okay.
Okay, un momento.
I come from an indigenous background and we're tired of getting stepped on. These are the people that we chose and we're asking for the resignation of all 4 of them because they need to go.
No tiene que haber ninguna discriminación.
Okay, now she's black too. We know who we are. We know who we are. Okay? We already know who we are. Now we know we're the Israelites. But we already know that we are the indigenous people. We got all the books. We know who we are.
Nación para la gente de color. Todos somos iguales. Necesitamos respeto, educación, porque nosotros, ustedes los salarios, se les paga con los impuestos del pueblo.
Gracias.
I know that's anger.
The people chose you guys and we need respect, we need education, and we need you guys to know that we're the ones that pay for your salaries. And
Thank you.
See, the Latinos, they know, man. They know. They come over here, they study, and they tell them, when they're getting their citizenship over, they tell them, certain things. But they said, don't tell the Negroes, right? But they spread it amongst themselves, so they know. They know what's right and wrong. They know what being human is. They know what God-given rights is. They know what everybody being created equal mean. Even if a pale-faced race try to make you think that ain't including you, and they have the authority to tell you whether you human or not. No, we need to whoop y'all's ass, man. Everyone that stand up and want to say, nah, you ain't human, you're a monkey. We need to whoop your ass. You need your ass whooped. That's what you need. We need to whoop your ass. Because you are dehumanizing us and you're genociding our race. You're causing us to go extinct. So, yeah, we need to beat your ass and throw you out of there.
Yes. Mr. Streffen.
Yeah, so 2 things, Mr. President. Am I correct that items 1 through 10 and 14 through 16 were continued without objection?
Without objection.
Okay, and so let's take the next card for the speaker. We have to go in order. We can't have just people ceding time to each other.
So the next speaker is Jelani Hendricks. Jelani Hendricks. You're the next speaker.
Is Ms. Hendricks there? Okay, so let's let Jelani. Jelani's supposed to speak. It's her turn.
But the thing about it, we don't need to become a part of your government. We need to come away from y'all. But y'all doing us right. Tear our ass up, every one of us, because, when God raises us up, you got to fall. So, yeah, hold on to your kingdom long as you can. And like you said, tear us up long as we keep wanting to be a part of your white race. I don't want to be a part of you. I've already disconnected from you. I've made my declaration to be, I'm not a U.S. citizen. I can't be no way based on the Dred Scott case. Go look it up.
We have everyone who signed up, and we have the order, so everyone who signed up will have a chance to speak. Thank you for your patience. Okay. Jelani Hendricks.
Looking back, it's crazy how long it took me to leave my contacts and glasses behind. I just accepted the daily...
All right.
My name is Shadea Hawari, and I'm representing the Black Los Angeles Young Democrats today. As you can see on our shirts, it says that we are with the blacks. Nuri Martinez denigrated George Gascon by saying that he's with the blacks, and that is not okay. We know that it is important to stand in solidarity. If George Gascon, the district attorney of this city, wants to be in solidarity with black people, we are not going to talk about him in a negative manner. If anyone in this room wants to stand in solidarity with black people, we are not going to say, fuck them, they're with the blacks. We care about solidarity. We care about our Oaxacan brothers and
See? Now here, I told you the wheat and the tare. I told y'all the wheat. Now let me stop this for a minute. Let me stop. Y'all think everybody playing. I just told y'all, man. I just put out the video. I was yesterday, a couple of days. I've been saying it, man. I've been writing comments. The wheat and the tare. Now, God is using them. He said he would divide them. He's going to expose them. And because they are doing a lot of underhanded stuff to us, man. That's what I've been trying to tell you. And all you Israelites is giving them that power and making them think all of us is dumb and sleep. No, we're not dumb and we're not asleep. Okay? Let me see. How did I get back in there now? Why is this? Oh, okay. Why is that up there like that? Man, this is crazy. This is some crazy stuff right here. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's go back in here. Listen to this woman, man.
Sisters, and what they said about them is not okay. And what is happening, we are not only going to be asking for resignations, we are not only going to be asking for investigations, we need to ensure that the gerrymandering that was happening behind closed doors is looked at with an investigation so that we, as Black people, as people of color, as Latinx folks, can ensure.
Thank you.
Look.
Thank you.
Wait a minute. Look to my right of this. Look to the right of the screen over here. Look at this woman standing over. Look at these white women standing over here with their arms folded. You know, they look at them. They mad about that, man. They mad. They'll come out there and cut your throat right now if they could. Shit. Let it get back barbaric. You could depend on these women to come and cut our throats, man. Cut that woman's throat. You know, these guys right here, they ain't worried. They know it's the end of their kingdom, but they know they still in power. But these, they like, man, I know they all the B words, man. They can't stand them Black women that stand up against them. Because they do not want to switch places with these Black people.
Did Jelani Hendricks, is Jelani Hendricks in the house? All right, the next speaker will be Jo Helen Shoemate. Jo Helen Shoemate.
Ms. Shoemaker, hi. Great, come to the mic. All right, please begin.
Good morning. I'm really disappointed more so in Gil Cedillo. I remember when he was an eligibility worker with Los Angeles County DPSS where I worked. And we all loved him, and I remember when he went over to 660 and got busy with that union. That's how he got his political comeuppance, working with 660. So I hate he left. I wish he would have been here to hear my comment, because I'm disappointed and he needs to resign. And also Nuri Martinez needs to resign immediately. But before she resigns, she needs to give Mark Ridley Thomas back his benefits, because she has resigned and she has not resigned. She's on a leave of absence receiving her benefits. But she should have to give him his benefits.
Thank you so much. Next we have Juan Carlos. Our next speaker is Juan Carlos.
It's Mr.
See, this is the wheat and the tare. The tare is in charge, man. Let me trust me. The tare is in charge. Edomites and the tare, they in charge. This is a bringing down of Esau. This is a bringing down. And I believe he's going to use this political realm. He's going to make them so mad because they've been with this political system. All these people standing back there have been with the political system. But now, he let them see how these people who lead them in this political system really feel about them. I you know, like the man said, I can't believe they are surprised or they are hurt. They really thought these people loved them? Wow.
Juan Carlos here.
Juan Carlos.
Great. Okay, so
I'm Reverend Juan Carlos Rudy. I belong to United Methodist Church.
Sorry, can you move the mic a little closer up to your mouth so we can hear you?
Yes. I'm Reverend Juan Carlos Rudy. and I'm Cuban. I'm Afro-Cuban
Look
because
how
I'm
black
black.
he is. Look how black
But
he is.
today, I just want to say 2 words. Los Angeles is very sad. And the people that we trash, they be fair. So we can accept this. The only thing those people have to do is say, I'm sorry, and I got to go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Carlos. Thank you. Our next speaker is Lori Cardenas. Lori Cardenas, the floor is yours.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Lori Cardenas. I am president of National Action Network Los Angeles.
She black too.
Brother Bon and I too am a adopted child. I stand with you.
White people
in that
adopted her, raised her.
our children, your child, nobody's child in this chamber is a monkey. Nobody. That language, unacceptable. The anti-blackness, unacceptable.
Wait a minute. Well, my thing is, what do they expect, man? Did they really think these people love them? Don't they know these are our enemies? Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Let me see here. Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Let me see if I'm gonna read. I gotta read it, man. I gotta read it. Now this is us, but we can't get them to believe that this is them. This is us. All them black people standing up there fussing. I don't think they know this scriptures in the Bible. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more. Okay, the Lord, Egypt, we know less. They could walk into Egypt. They had just left Egypt, walked out of Egypt and walked 40 days walk. It's a 40-day walk from Egypt to Jerusalem. They could walk back. They didn't have to take a ship. So we know this is talking about spiritual Egypt. We can go in Revelation and Daniel and find out this is spiritual Egypt. America is spiritual Egypt and Babylon, the great whore. The 10 toes, not the 10 toes, but the foot. We the foot and the 10 toes is our allies. Okay, so our enemies, ships. The Israelites will not go back into that land until Christ put us back. That's how we know that these fake Jews, Jewish people, they are not the Israelites. Kanye West is right. They can't be the Israelites. These curses. Wait, let me finish reading. Let me go up here. 46. Let me go to 46. 46. And let's see. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, talking about the Israelites, and shall pursue thee, pursuing us right now, killing us in the streets. These curses, man. I remember in my lifetime when black people had businesses, homes, good jobs, businesses. They have businesses, neighborhoods, nice houses. Now, we don't have none of that. So these curses are pursuing us, okay? And shall overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou hearken not unto the voice of the Lord thy God. He told us to keep the laws, we wouldn't do it, right? Go up in the first part of this chapter. Hearken unto the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. Verse 46, it was verse 45. Deuteronomy 28, 45, this is 46. And these curses, here's what he said. Moreover, these curses shall be upon you and pursue you and overtake you. Okay, these curses is the subject. And these curses, that's still the subject, shall be upon you. These curses shall be upon you for a sign, information, identification, to identify you. The curses will identify you. Those rich Jewish people do not need identifying. We know who they are. They are Ashkenazi Esau. They are Ashkenazi Esau, right? Esau's grandson and grandson's kids. Okay, shall be upon you for a sign and a wonder, and upon your seed forever. That's us. Nobody else. It can't be. Nobody else got these curses on them. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God, with joyfulness and with gladness of the heart for the abundance of all things. Romans talk about that too. We know, he said, and we lock God in the dungeon of our heart. We know who God is. We know. With every temptation, he make a way for you to escape. So when you are tempted, God comes to you and tell you, son, don't do that. You know that's not right. You know that's not right. Even as a Christian, he come to you and say, you know that's not right. Every man has a way to escape. The Holy Ghost, the Word of God is talking to you, telling you, take this way to escape. Do not sin. You don't have to sin. You can stop right now. Let's watch a little more of this, and I'm going to end it.
The anti-immigrant language, unacceptable. We are here today to say resign today, not tomorrow.
Anti-immigrant mean all of them got to go home. They are immigrants. We are not. If they are against immigrants, then they need to go home. We know that the Europeans are not from here. We were here when they got here. Anti-immigrancy means they got to go home. They are against themselves being here, right? But that's a lie.
Tomorrow, not when their term is over, but on today. That was unacceptable what we heard with you in that. Our children, your child, nobody's child in this chamber is a monkey. Nobody. That language, unacceptable.
You gotta go.
The anti-blackness, unacceptable.
They gotta go. They gotta go.
The anti-immigrant language, unacceptable.
They gotta go.
We are here today to say resign.
That's right.
Today, not tomorrow, not when their term is over, but on today. That was unacceptable what we heard. Unacceptable. Council, put pressure on your colleagues to resign today.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Maraki. Okay.
Why doesn't every whether
Okay, come on up. Come on up.
First of all, fuck you. Fuck De Leon. Fuck Nori. And fuck Cedillo. Fuck this whole meeting right here because it's illegitimate.
That's right.
The people are shutting this shit down afterwards. Right. This whole thing is racist.
That's right.
The fact that they have the audacity to sit here in front of the people that they mocked, that they minimized, that they demonized, that they marginalized is unacceptable.
That's right.
The fact that you are trying to continue with business as usual is unacceptable.
That's right.
Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Ooh,
we are the people and we are the voices who matter in this room right now, not yours.
Hey, I guess us pounding away, the Moors, the Israelites pounding away at the people, waking them up, telling them who they are. Now they taking it back to City Hall. They're gonna expel these people, man. I'm kind of looking and seeing. I'm kind of looking and seeing, man, how this thing's gonna turn out, man. I'm kind of seeing how it's gonna turn out, man. No joke. You know how that Romans 9:20. He got them here, man. He uprooting them from all angles, man. We think them political people gonna be pushing, talking about, come on, y'all need to vote. We think that's gonna, we think that's gonna be our downfall. But it's not, man. It's not, because God, he gonna use the goats as well as the sheep. So he using them, he uprooting them from that kingdom. Because some of the 1/3, they still hooked up to that kingdom, right? So God, he got to shake them loose, man. And let me tell you something. You think that scripture, though hand go in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. You think that's just talking about white people? No. It's talking about all y'all that's cleaving with them white people. Y'all wicked as hell. And you going to get punished for that. Okay? All right. But yeah, man, God is doing this thing, man. He got them in turmoil. He let that happen. They didn't mean to bust that out like that. That was God's doing. They didn't mean to expose themselves like that. None of that panel, like that woman said, it's a bunch of crap. But the crap is we can't get our people to pull aside and stop going to them meetings, stop voting, and just start having our own meetings. And start having our own meetings and teaching our people what the Constitution is and who we are as human beings and as God's chosen people, and stand and start governing ourselves and put our security teams together and stop letting these people run over us, man. I ain't saying go out and kill them and purge like they doing us. People dropping dead all over this country, man. People saying they don't know, they wasn't in beef. The family members saying they wasn't in beef with nobody. They just in an alley, found dead in an alley somewhere. They don't even walk down them alleys and stuff. Because Esau is purging, man. Esau is purging. He's purging us. We got to put these security teams together, man. A little bit more.
I yield the rest of my time, but fuck this.
Thank you. Next, we have Pastor Thimalik.
To sit here in front of the people that they mocked, that they minimized, that they demonized, that they marginalized is unacceptable. The fact that you are trying to continue with business as usual is unacceptable. 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 We are the people and we are the voices who matter in this room right now, not yours. I yield the rest of my time, but fuck this.
Thank you. Next, we have Pastor Thimbalika Coleman Smart. Pastor Thimbalika Coleman Smart, who would be followed by...
Look at him right there, man. Now, they like she said, they just going on acting like, you know, like they are the people. Yeah, like they are the gods sitting up judge over us. Like they are our slave masters, our gods. They are the governors. They are the kings. They act like they can't be brought down. Look at his face, man. They act like nothing them people saying is moving them. That's a cold-hearted damn people, man. That's the real devil on the earth is what y'all getting really seeing. Y'all really seeing the real devils on the earth, that government. And everybody that will follow them and hope that they can hold their white supremacist rule forever. You looking at the devil, man. Look at his expression, man. Proud, not worried. He ain't got a damn thing to worry about. Y'all can't reach him. You can't touch him. You can't get to him. That's why God got to get to you. And your army. He's going to get to you in your army. We get ready to see something. Mark my words, man. I don't know for sure, but I feel it. I feel it. God ain't told me in a dream or nothing, but I feel it. We get ready to see a major smack to these people and these governments in the face.
Damian Goodman, and then after that, Pastor Q. Jane Marie.
Peace and blessings, everyone. Scientific research has told us that the oldest bones found were that of a black woman. This information is for Nuri, Ron, Gil, and Kevin.
Come on, I know what you're
and anybody else talking in that Jim Crow antebellum South back room. You will not shame blackness.
No.
You will not shame our royal children.
That's right.
We, like in the Woman King, will come for you. We are coming for you today. Are we coming for them? We could not have them sitting amidst this family meeting because they have soiled their seats. Their seats are poisonous. The seat of Nuri is poisonous. And I would like, in the spirit of karma, that her check be grabbed just like you grabbed MRT's check.
Thank you.
You cut that mic out.
Thank you. Next we have Damian Goodman, who will be followed by Pastor Q. Jean Marie, followed by the letter A.
Look, you can't touch them cold-hearted homosexuals, man. You can't.
Hey everybody, my name is Matthew.
You can't touch them cold-hearted homosexuals, man. Ain't no way they got God in them and can stand up there and look that cold-hearted with this at these people's hurt.
2 minutes.
They would have fired their ass.
I had 2 minutes. I was going to speak on an agenda item that is on.
They should fire their ass right in front of the people. Any one of y'all that do wrong, break the law, they should fire your ass and lock you up right in front of the people. After due process.
Ready for public comment as well? Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Damian Goodman. It continues.
You're good. Please start.
Sorry, we're having a little clock
good.
issue. Please begin. There are 2 items, Mr. Oh, I'm sorry. Which items? Destination Crenshaw. Okay, please. So start with that one and then go to general. And we'll restart your clock, please. Clock. Okay, now begin. Thank you. My name is Damian Goodman. I'm a CD10 resident of Crenshaw Subway Coalition, Downtown Crenshaw Rising, and a member of the Blacks. Destination Crenshaw is a project that intends to honor the contributions of Black people to the city of Los Angeles, a city that seats on unceded Tonga land. My great-great-grandfather and great-great-granduncle came to Los Angeles, fleeing from the segregated South in 1904. Here they established the first Black bank west of the Mississippi. They built the first FHA housing for Black people in the country. Like many Black Angelenos who will hopefully be recognized through Destination Crenshaw, their contributions are remarkable as individuals, as businessmen, as civic leaders, because they overcame a tremendous amount of racism they encountered in the Jim Crow South. Over 118 years later, much has changed, but so much remains the same. The repugnant, racist, anti-Black, anti-gay comments made by this city's leaders and condoned are not merely a reflection of their individual bigotry, they are a reflection of a city government that is rotten and anti-Black.
Thank you, David. Thank you. You have 1 more minute, yes.
Yeah, please. Mike, my thoughts are with you, your family, that beautiful Black child. That attack was an attack on that Black child and all Black children. The tapes have simply brought to the surface an anti-Black racism that permeates within this city government. It is reflected in your policies. It is reflected in your budget. It is reflected in your hiring. It is no wonder why we are home to the largest unhoused population in America, which is disproportionately Black and over-criminalized.
Wow.
It is no wonder why we have a Black displacement crisis and attempt at Black erasure.
That's right.
This entire city government is in need of an exorcism.
That's right.
It begins with the immediate resignation of Cedillo, De Leon, and Martinez. Resign now or be recalled. But it is just the start. There is a need for some truth and reconciliation. There is some need for some reparatory.
Thank you, Mr. Goodman. Thank you.
That's right.
Next we have Pastor Q. Jean Marie, followed by Akili, followed by Pastor Eddie Anderson.
Pastor Q. Jean Marie, the church without walk.
See, this is the spirit that has to go forth to get to that Romans 9 and 26. But the Israelites not putting out this spirit right here. They're not uniting the people and standing in before these lawmakers and saying we are not your citizens anymore. We know who we are, and we challenge y'all to come out and prove that we are not who we are. This is the spirit that has to happen. God is using these people to go forth because they go before them lawmakers and they trust in them. And so He's breaking their hearts. He letting them show them who they are, who they really are. They just said it. 2 or 3 of them Black people just said, they know who they are.
Paul Skid Row, also with Clue, Clergy and Lady, United for Economic Justice. I'm standing with my brother, Walter Contreras. One of my brown colleagues yesterday said that Latinos cannot become the new face of racism.
That's right.
That's heavy. Neither can black folks.
Right.
Because, you know, we don't, once we get into the system, oftentimes we adapt to the system.
Right.
I'd like to say, though, there's only one order of business for us today. That is, everyone will speak. I understand you guys already introduced the motion to get them to resign. They need to resign today. We're not letting any other business take place today, except for the people to share what's on their heart, and then there's no more meeting. That's it. They need to resign.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you. Mr. Akili, followed by Pastor Eddie Anderson, who will be followed by Pastor Kelvin Sauls.
Pastors. Now you see, these are pastors. Okay? But they've been moved in their heart by the Israelites and by the word of God. But this is how they know how to fight. Then, okay, a lot of them, they don't have a team of people, of camp members, so they have to fight like this. But God gonna use people. He gonna use the goats as well as the sheep.
My name is Akile, and I'm here on behalf of Black Lives Matter and the Fannie Lou Hamer Institute. And last night, well into the evening, 60 black leaders met. 1, to express our outrage. 2, to express the immediate demand for the resignation of Kevin De Leon, Nori Martinez, and Cedillo. Immediately. No questions asked, just go. Your political careers are over. You need to leave, and there's nothing you can do. That was the first point that we made. The second point was we are calling for a complete and comprehensive investigation into the redistricting process and calling for a complete overhaul into the House of Labor that allows for anti-racist and anti-black discussions to be supported and held in the House of Labor. And so those 60 black leaders, while some of them are here today, but the first thing that we call for is the immediate resignation, without question.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go down here a little bit.
Nosotros como comunidad, si nosotros no estamos aquí, usted.
Por Nuri Martínez. Como mujeres,
let's go down a little farther.
We're here because we're all human beings here, and we all.
Let's go down here. We're gonna hear these
community in the city.
Israelites.
So I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'll challenge.
Okay, well, I didn't get to hear them, but just a little bit. Let's hear a little bit of them.
Ellos violaron la ley porque están discriminando.
So, yeah, it's
IU Online, wherever you are.
It's a lot.
Presenting.
I don't want these commercials to show. It's a lot of mulattoes. It's a lot of wheat down here.
¿Verdad? Son racistas.
Standing against
y ya no deberían de regresar al Consejo Municipal. Porque este es un consejo honorable.
Gracias.
I don't know what he's saying.
I voted for the first time for Kevin De Leon, and it's been a disappointment. And I'm here to ask for his resignation because this is an honorable council meeting, and it should remain that way.
Hey, let me ask y'all something. Do y'all think these are the so-called white thinking, white supremacists, the Mexicans, the Latinos you see walking around ignoring you and acting like they're better than you on your jobs and only, sticking with themselves, other white people, they won't look at you to marry or anything like it to bring you into their family, let alone to one of their cookouts? Do you think that's them people right here, these people right here? No, this is the blacks group of mulatto Mexicans. This is the black descendants. These are the people they push back and say, "Hey, you too dark. We can't marry you. We can't give you our daughter. Your son can't marry our daughter." These are the ones that's up here standing against these racist mulatto. The tear. I say that they're the tear because I don't know who their daddies are, because they They don't have no. They got the heart and the mind of a beast, Esau. Okay.
Thank you, Reverend. I call for Rodolfo Martinez, who will be followed by Leilani Hendricks. Rodolfo. He already. Oh, that was Mr. Martinez. Okay. Do we have Leilani Hendricks? Leilani Hendricks.
Arriaga.
I have Annabella Marcos Sanchez, Leilani Hendricks. Any of those three individuals present, please step forward. And you have the floor.
My name is Jelani Hendricks, president of Black Los Angeles Young Democrats. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. When my wife read what Nuri Martinez said about Mike Bonin's son, she looked at me in my face and said, is this the right city to raise our black son? Because I have a 3-year-old, and I don't tolerate violence towards black children or any child at that. You know what I told her? I looked her in her face and I said, we're not going anywhere. I love this city. I've adopted this city, right? I told her I'm going to do my part to make this city better. And one last thing I want to say is the blatant anti-black racism that was in those recordings is crazy. We witnessed 4 Latino leaders, some of the strongest leaders in this city, strategically plan and plot to erase black political power. And we're the most marginalized community in this city. So I'm gonna tell y'all this. I challenge all of you on this city council. Y'all need to address anti-black racism. And if you don't, we will.
Okay, I like that. I like that. But you know, they're getting to that point to where you're gonna start having to realize that these people are your enemies. We said that in the beginning, so say it again, they're your enemies, man.
And you have 2 choices. Be on the right side of history or be on the wrong side of history.
Thank you. Thank you.
They said we got the nukes.
Annabella, followed by Marcos Sanchez, followed by Estuardo.
We got the nukes.
Mazariegos. Annabella, Marcos Sanchez, Estuardo, Mazariegos.
Okay.
Looking back, it's crazy how long it took me to leave my contacts and glasses behind.
Okay.
Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Helen Arriaga, soy miembro de ACE. Estoy aquí porque soy parte de la comunidad de Los Ángeles. Necesito traductor.
Okay. Traducción, por favor.
Hello, my name is Ellen Arriaga. I'm part of ACE, and I'm here as part of the community here in Los Angeles.
Estoy aquí porque realmente, como todo ser humano necesita respeto, merece respeto, tenemos que tener mucho cuidado al abrir nuestra boca cuando hablamos de otras personas. Y creo que ese es parte del respeto que merecemos como seres humanos. Por muy pequeño o grande que sea la persona, necesitamos ser respetuosos con cualquier persona. Por esa razón estamos aquí para ser voz de nuestro pueblo y que ustedes, que son las personas que guían nuestra ciudad y son las autoridades, deberían de tener primero esa parte, el respeto hacia las demás personas.
You're saying a whole lot. She ain't gonna remember all that.
We're here because we're all human beings here, and we all deserve respect. And we're here because everybody deserves to have the respect. And as a voice of the people here, and you guys should have respect for us as authority of this grand city.
She consider herself black, man. She consider herself one of the cursed people. She's saying we, those black people, those dumb Mexicans, those Native Americans. She's part of those people that's been oppressed, right? I don't know if she knows she's an Israelite, but we all feel in the same way, man. It's time to voice it, and not only, we don't have to jump on these people right here. No, they doing what they supposed to. That's their government. Nobody asked us to stay asleep and go for that money, so-called paper fiat that they flash around and those jobs. We don't have to do that. We could have came together and fought, man. We could have came together and fought these people for 13% of the resources, the wealth, and everything that our ancestors built. They don't have to get. They ain't gonna get nothing when Christ get back. But that ain't our job. We supposed to resist them to get, to get them to take their foot off our neck and our resources and stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Resist the devil. We're not going to stop these people. We can fight them and push them back off of us now. We can do that now. We can fight them, gun battles or whatever, and get them off of us because they're going to rush us. They're going to rush us, man. They think we're going to kill ourselves with this little so-called purge, right? Let's finish this up.
Negros, blancos y gringos somos iguales. Eso es lo que tenemos que ver ante los ojos de Dios. Y tenemos que respetarnos unos a los otros.
Gracias.
Gringos, white people, and black people, we're all children of God, and we all have to respect each other.
No, we ain't.
Thank you. Your name, sir?
We're not all children of God. Let me read that. Let me straighten that up right here. Let me get Romans. That's in Romans, ain't it? Romans 9:4. Yeah, I think it is. Romans 9:4. Let's see. We clear that up right now. Let's try 4. Okay, Romans 9:7. Neither because they are all the seed of Abraham. Let me read 6. Not as though the word of God has taken none effect. The word of God is not going to come back, boy. Go out and come back, boy. It's going to take effect like it's taking effect on them right now. We'll see it later. Not as though the word of God has taken none effect. For they are not all Israel, which are of Israel. All the Israelites are not going to make it in, man. And some of those mulattoes that's doing this dirt, white or black mulattoes, you're Israelites, but you ain't going to make it in. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they children of God. Just because you are Shemites, white people, Ashkenazi Jews, Jewish people, just because you are Shemites, don't mean you're children of God. You might be Shemites, Shemitic, you call it Shemitic, but it's Semitic. You might be the sons of Shem, but you're not the children of God. And neither because they it said neither because they are the seed of Abraham, or they the children, or they all children. All of Abraham's kids ain't the children of God. But in Isaac shall their seed be called. Okay? In Isaac shall their seed be called. The Israelites is their seed. And their descendants are from the descendants of Isaac. We descend from Isaac. Okay? Okay? We could read some more, but we're going to stop.
Contreras.
Oh, okay. We called you earlier. Please, the floor is yours.
Yes, you heard it all. I am here just to give a word to all of you leaders. Consider the fact that this is a moment that you can cease
Native
and
American.
do the right thing.
He took offense.
And I am
He took offense
requesting that you lead well, and that God will give you grace and wisdom. If you do the right thing, the future is ahead.
Who is he talking
If
to?
you decide just to, things as usually and don't worry about this stuff that is being.
Hey, listen, that's prophetic, and he's right, but he's trying to save Esau, man. I'm so sad. He's trying to save Esau. He's joining hand with Esau. Go ahead, though.
Cried out of the public, then you'll pay a very, very strong price. Make sure.
That's prophetic, but
you hear the voices.
In his heart, he's trying to save them.
Thing, and remember,
do the right thing. How the hell they gonna do the right thing, man? Their soul is not upright in them. I'm not picking on the old man. He don't know, man.
Confession and forgiveness.
I don't think.
does not
I
go
don't
by
think
itself.
they know, man.
Amending it. To amend things is very important. So I feel for my friends because I also work.
My friends, get out of here.
As have always done.
Let's run up here.
My only motivation then and now is to be a public servant. And as I sit before you now.
Okay, what that was is he's ending it. This cat's ending it and giving you his
the smoothie market alone is
his
enormous.
heartfelt conclusion. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
You are the spectrum. Nuri, Kevin Gill, Mitch, Baby Eric Garcetti, and many others should be embarrassed for the shame that you put on your ancestors. Resign. You are not fit for this work. You will, no matter who.
Let me hear her again. Let me hear that minute. She said their ancestors. Shame. Shame.
Power chasing, paper chasing, evil racists who are even racist towards their very own. But the real black and brown people who make up the majority of the population in the city of Los Angeles, California. Apologies are not enough. You must resign. There is no other option. There is no excuse. You have not only been exposed as to what we have always assumed you to be, racist, the world got to see who you really are.
That's right.
Many were complicit as well who are up here today.
Right.
Aren't you embarrassed? This is embarrassing. You take money from your own. You watch your own live on the streets and you kill your own. You lean so closely to white supremacy. I'm happy to tell you you are a white supremacist. White supremacy comes in many shades. You are.
Man, let's hear her again. I'm going to turn this.
Will be followed by Mike Gwynn, followed by Reverend William Smart.
No, we don't want to hear all that. Go back and listen to it.
Business at the LA County Labor Federation. This body needs to take care of its business and make sure that these three people are excommunicado in this building.
Wait a minute, that's Esau. Let's listen to Esau. He's standing. He's standing. He's gonna be a good slave. He's gonna be a good slave. He's gonna be a good slave for God.
Martinez, Cedillo, and De Leon.
Good
we
servant.
do not want to see these people back in this building ever again. Councilmember Martinez, you are a coward and a punk to put in for a leave of absence and not show up today to face your constituents. Do not come back. Take your permanent leave of absence and do not show your face anymore in this building. Roofers Local 36, we've taken care of our business at the LA County Labor Federation. This body needs to take care of its business and make sure that these three people are excommunicado in this building.
Hey, man, God got the whole ram of people.
Mike Gwynn, followed by the Reverend William Smart, followed by Dewey.
Good afternoon, honorable council members, decorum being said. My name is Mike Gwynn. I'm a board member of the National Association of Black Social Workers, local member, several organizations, but I'm also a board member of Park Mason Neighborhood Council. And so what's already been said and understood, I'm not going to repeat that. The reality is, what do we do after this? And not just relegated to those three individuals who are Hispanic. I'm talking about the whole council.
That's right.
And the reason I say that, I worked for LA County
That's
for
right.
25 years. The black and brown individuals did the same thing. You know, we all trade barbs at each other. It's not just brown, it's black too. But the reality is that they got caught slipping. So by extension, let's make sure we clean house. Beyond the resignations, we need to make sure that there's other protocols in place to make sure it doesn't happen again. Now, you respect the position, but sometimes that person is very hard to respect in doing their job. Outside of that, what we do outside of our homes also reflects on us. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, I like that because, hey, he wasn't too hard on them, but he told them they need to check each other. Esau, y'all need to check each other before we get to y'all, so God won't have to check you, okay? I like that. He wasn't too hard on them. You know, you can win more, you can draw more flies with honey than you can with salt, vinegar.
Reverend William Smart, followed by Dewey, followed by Andres N.
My name is Pastor Smart, and as many of you know, I represent the Southern Christian Leadership Conference of Southern California that was founded by Dr. Martin Luther King. And so there is a decorum I have to bring to every meeting as I represent him. Right now, our community is bleeding, but I want to thank I'm going to take a different angle. I want to thank those 3 council persons and the Labor Federation because they have caused unity in this community like I have never seen before. Blacks, African Americans, Latinos, Asian Pacific Islanders are coming together.
Yeah.
And so the warning is to you. We just heard what was on the tape, but there was an attitude that caused this. They had a mindset of taking over and being in charge. And so I warn you, if you don't handle your business, the community is going to handle the business.
Thank you.
Now see, that show you that God is pouring out his spirit on all flesh, right? Okay, let me hear this woman. Let me hear this lady. Here she comes. No, that's somebody else.
Thank you. We have Dewey, followed by Andres, and followed by Sunflower. A.
I'm Dewey. I'm also with the Blacks. Shame on all of you. Resign and make room in those seats for the people who are a reflection of this community. Not money-hungry, power-chasing, paper-chasing, evil racists who are even racist towards their very own. But the real Black and brown people who make up the majority of the population in the city of Los Angeles, California. Apologies are not enough. You must resign. There is no other option. There is no excuse. You have not only been exposed as to what we have always assumed you to be, racist, the world got to see who you really are. Many were complicit as well who are up here today. Aren't you embarrassed? This is embarrassing. You take money from your own. You watch your own live on the streets and you kill your own. You lean so closely to white supremacy. I'm happy to tell you, you are a white supremacist. White supremacy comes in many shades. You are the spectrum. Nuri, Kevin, Gil, Mitch, Baby Eric Garcetti, and many others should be embarrassed for the shame that you put on your ancestors. Resign. You are not fit for this work. Blue, no matter who.
They cut her out.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Praise God. Praise the Lord. Praise Yahweh. Yahweh Shai. Praise thee. Praise thee. Praise thee. All right. Hey, what can I say, man? Ladies and gentlemen, what can I say? God is doing it. That prophetic, the last lady, this is what it's going to look like. This is what it's going to look like in the last day. This is what it's got to look like to take these people down, man. We all got to unite, like that brother said. Spirit of God is talking. You just united the sealed. You just united the sealed. The sealed. People who will sleep, the last part, the 1/3 that's gonna have to stand up in the last days. You just united them. Not only that, but those strangers that's supposed to join with us, you just united us all. And that's what was supposed to happen in these last days. So that was a good, you united a lot of people in LA. You changing the mindsets, Esau, by God exposing you. God said he would put us together right before their very face. And I used to be afraid. I'm like, man, they're everywhere. We can't go anywhere and make plans how to stand and defend ourselves against these people. We can't go anywhere and make plans, They're watching us. But then I read a scripture. I don't know who brought it out. I think it was IUIC. And because I watch everybody, man. I'm with everybody. But, some of the crazies, I ain't even going to mention the craziness. But in the last day, we got to come together, man. And this last part right here is where we unite and push them away from us. We got to push them away from us. And I'm telling you, they know who we are. They are resisting the Spirit of God. They know who we are. They got to be scared to death, man, to know that God has woke up these chosen people. They know their kingdom is falling. So what they're doing is last-minute damage control. They're trying to prop it up and hold it up as long as they can, man. Yeah. They're doing all they can to hold on to this sinking ship as long as they can. So I'm going to say shalom. God be with you. All praises to the Most High and the Lord Jesus Christ. Peace.